Welcome to episode number 16, no, number 15, my bad, of Pure Cycling Manager. Today is our longest stage race that we have in the season. It's covering 6 stages, starting with a really short team time trial. Then stage 2, flat stage. Stage 3 is a little bit hilly, which is quite nice for us. Stage 4, another flat stage. Stage 5, another flat stage, and it ends on a huge mountain stage in stage 6. So let's go straight into the race. Well, we are in the late July. It's like one of our last races. We don't have any that much in August anymore, and then at the end of August, the season is basically over for us. So yeah, let's enjoy our last stage race. Our fitness is 0. Our fitness peak is quite far away. I hope we get a third fitness peak this season. Might end some races in the end after it's the Pro Classic, even though they are only flat races, but to enjoy the fitness peak. And yes, let's see what we can do in the team time trial. For a team time trial, it's super short. We are one of the favorite teams, 2-star favorites. So, and we are starting already. So my race day condition is -2. That's why I will immediately go to the back and just stay at the back there. I might even lose time on the GC because um, only it counts the time from the first 5 riders, and at the moment, because this TTT is so short, we might even not get in the top 5 of the stage. Mr. Braun fights until he is exhausted, which is basically now. Now Hutz overtakes him. He's exhausted now as well. It's time for Huppert's. And we are in the finishing line. First at the moment. But yeah, there are some teams coming up. That's quite fine. Losing 3 seconds is okay. Even Fortuneo is not better, which is Kofidis now takes the lead. We are still P7 with 4 seconds. So yeah, that was like quite fast, this stage. Let's have a look at the results. I think we finished 6th in our team. That's why we didn't lose 4 seconds, we lost 5 seconds. It's kind of weird in this game, like the first 5 have the same time and we finished right behind our teammate and we lost one additional second, but it's still fine. I mean, that's super short team time trial, and at the end, that second, I hope it doesn't matter. I mean, we had some races where a second did matter, actually, but yeah, our team carried us to the victory. Now we have a flat stage, 2 intermediate sprints. I think let's wait for our objective. The point is, I mean, this is a pretty long stage race with six stages, so fatigue and recovery does matter a little bit. I mean, not that much like in a Grand Tours or in the really long stage races, which cover like 14 stages or 11 stages. But fatigue can be a point in the end. Our objective is we are leader outsider. We shall finish top 15 in the GC, which is quite nice. So we get help on the mountain stages. But yeah, we should not go in a breakaway on these stages because the green bar degrades way faster then, and so we don't recover that much in between the stages, and we want to have the highest potential green bar in the last stage, so we just chill in the peloton, just stick around here, do nothing, try to recover as best as possible, just don't use too much energy in these flat stages. Unfortunately, We should have maybe went on a breakaway because it's like a really huge breakaway of 11 riders. So that actually means we might lose time here because the breakaway looks pretty strong to get through. But the peloton is pacing already, and you see you have a lot of wind. So always try to stay in the front peloton. You see there's a lot of splits because the wind is 46. You hear the sound of the wind. Um, and the peloton keeps splitting and splitting and splitting. Um, we just need to make sure that why is he not protecting us? Oh, now he is again. We need to make sure we are not in one of the A1, A2, A3 groups because the peloton keeps the pace really high. They want to catch the breakaway, and yeah, we need to secure we don't lose time on these stages towards other favorites in the GC. And it's pretty nice that the peloton is that small already because you see orange jerseys here in A1. That means there are actually people GC people that dropped. Orange is the color for the leaders, blue is usually the color for the teammates, white is the white jersey, yellow is the yellow jersey. And yes, as you can see, there are a few riders dropped already, and we're in the final 11k off the stage. I think we will catch the breakaway before the finish line. We look pretty good still concerning, and I think we might even sprint. I know that the sprint stat is fixed in the current version, so we won't do too good. But still, I think. Oh, why do they not pace anymore? So let's pace with Brown so we get a good sprint position. We just follow our teammate, so he's our lead out train, the only lead out train we have, and we will pace 90 with him. Time to use the energy gear. It's 5.9k to go. No, actually we might not be able to. Yeah, I think it probably will be a breakaway win. Our teammate is done now, so we caught the breakaway, and they sprint already. So yeah, it looks like a breakaway win. And we have, yeah, he has 78 sprint. So is he actually winning? No. But a top 10 result for us. And there's a huge gap after the peloton, like 46 riders. But then, as we can see there, okay, we can't see, I cannot scroll. But yeah, there's kind of, I think there are some gaps in between, and we have to check this now. So let's have a look. It's no gaps in between, no gaps. Oh, that's super unlucky. Everyone is same time. Even so, there were some huge gaps, but apparently there was never a really big gap, but still try to be in front. I mean, that was the last guys in the end are super lucky that they are still same time, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, we didn't got better in the overall standing because of that. But now we have the hilly stage. Freshness still 100%, so we recover to full. And this stage actually looks pretty interesting. There are two big mountains in the start, and then we have like a really hilly profile in the end with a flat finish. We have to look for our daily form, whether we are able to attack. We have to look for our yellow bar in the end, whether we are able to attack or whether we just sprint. But as you can see here, the favorites, they have 75 hill and 75 acceleration, 78 acceleration even. He's the sprinter with 68 hill. We might not be able to drop him, so yeah, there are some pretty good teams in this race and some pretty good riders. Our daily form is 0, which is pretty good, so we have +1 on hill, +1 on mountain. And we have, no, I don't want the -4 guy, I want the +3 guy. We have Huts who can protect us, and he had 69 hull, 70 flat, so he's a good domestique in this race. If we have a look at the profile, so the mountains in the beginning, they are pretty steep. They are also marked category 1 climbs, so if you wanna, if you're like a domestique or free element, just go on a breakaway, try to win this mountain classifications, then you're almost done with the mountain classification for the whole tour, because you can get 32 points here already, and that's nearly the win already. So especially you will see that in season 2 when we go also for in HC races, when we also go for uh, jerseys. We try to pick such stages to win a KOM jersey. That's really important sometimes. So Hutz looks pretty good in his yellow. I look pretty good in my yellow. So he's nearly as good as I am. He will cover me to the end of the stage. Yeah, we get some water. Nice. And yeah, the tempo is not that high at the moment. As you can see, our yellow isn't going down. So because the last part of the race isn't that steep anymore, I expect a pretty good bunch arrive at the finishing line. So there might be no real gaps in this stage. Again, a really huge breakaway with 11 riders. So that might be not pretty cool for the end of the race. But to be fair, since there are Cofidis and Fortuneo in this tour, there's no reason for us to make any tempo. Our goal is to go for top 15, not to win this tour. So I will not do any tempo because there are so many riders that have 75 mountain, and we are just here with 71 mountain. So I think our chances of winning the tour. Oh wow! I paused for a moment because the peloton was splitting. We were marked as E2, but it's all together already. Um, Tempo is really high. We are now trying to catch the breakaway. Our yellow bar goes down, and we are again E2. So the yellow jersey dropped, and the peloton is all together again. Uh, Time to increase our power to 90 if we want to stick with the front group. Freienstein is still in the breakaway with -3, so his stats are pretty weak because of his daily form. And our peloton dropped to 19 people now, which is awesome. Our gap is 24 seconds, 20 seconds. Yeah, no one really pacing, and they caught up again. So 18k to go. We might attack at the peak of the climb before the downhill. If our yellow looks pretty good, because after the downhill it's not that far until the finish line. And we might actually attack when they catch them, the front group, because then the tempo might get a little bit slower and it's a good time to launch a counter attack. Now the peloton is 59 people and there's a bigger gap between these 59 and the rest. So the sprint jersey got dropped already, which is, I think, the stage winner from yesterday. And now we have to look that we are in a good position. I actually messed up a little bit, not being in a good position at the start of the climb. And see, now they take away the tempo, and I don't know if this attack looks good. Nope. We cannot attack anymore. We have to save our yellow energy, so they didn't let us attack. Now our only chance is to recover energy in the downhill and try to go do a pretty good bunch sprint. So with 7k to go, I will launch my energy gear a little bit earlier today because we have a long downhill section. Maybe with 6.5k to go. So now is a good time. And we'll see how good we do in the sprint. So we have a peloton of 33 riders at the moment. I hope A1 can't catch anymore, and the yellow jersey is in A1. We are down to 3 kilometers. Now it's really time to follow him, and he can sprint. And now we launched the sprint ourselves, so Hutz was our lead out. They are out of energy, but we will not win. No. Oh, we are out of energy as well now. So we launched our sprint a little bit too early. Madrazo is going to win, and we are again top 10 of the stage. Yep, Emanuel Buchmann, P8. So unfortunately no bonus seconds, but yeah, I think there are still a lot of people same time. I didn't even know that the last part was a little bit uphill. But again, a top 10 result is pretty good. 2 sprint stages are upcoming now, before the big mountain stage in the end. So yeah, let's finish this stage first, so then I can talk about the next one. And everyone is in. Let's have a look at the reside. Madrazo comes in first. We are same time, and we have 72 people with same time. Even though the peloton was pretty small, there are still again 72 people marked with same time. So no real changes in the GC. We got up from P40 to P24. We are still 11 seconds behind, so nothing really happened. It's all about the final mountain stage, to be honest. From this point, we can easily say it's all about the final mountain stage. Quite a lot races ongoing after Tour de France finished. So yes, we have this sprint stage. It can be pretty interesting because it's pretty short with 137.8 kilometers, but there's a cut 4 climb like 15k before the end. We might be doing something over there. We'll see. That looks pretty interesting though, to attack over the cat 4 climb. We have to look how far it is until the finish line. I think up to 15k is fine. Everything above 15k is pretty risky, because you need to make sure even when you get caught, you need to stay in the peloton. So if you're out of energy in the last 2 kilometers, you still lose time because you drop so hard in the last kilometers then. So yeah, we need to make sure that we cancel our attack when there is no chance of winning the stage. But yeah, let's have a look. Oh nice, we are +2 on the day, which is pretty good. Let's first get in a good position. And we have again a pretty windy stage. We have 38 wind. Only Huppertz is protecting us today. He's -4. But that's fine because I think on the early climbs there's no one dropping. So let's have a look at the profile. The climb, the cut 4 climb is not that steep. That's pretty unfortunate. We would rather have like a sharp, steep climb that is not so long, but this is just a little bit uphill. Yeah, but still, maybe we can do something over there. Now we are in the category 2 climb from the start. No big tempo. We have, oh my god, we have passive AI somehow. 10 minutes already. Let's have a look at the E1. It's 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. So Baldo is pretty much a sweat and no one is pacing. Why is no one pacing? Oh my god, this breakaway will win. I can't believe this. Wait, they are not pacing. I might attack. I mean, I cannot close the gap to the breakaway, but I can try to... No, I cannot attack. Well, yeah, I hope they start pacing pretty soon because 30 minutes is really a lot even for the last mountain stage. I'm not sure if any one of them will lose like 30 minutes and there's still no one pacing. So it's definitely a breakaway win and we are not on the breakaway and we have no teammate on the breakaway. But yeah. Okay, now they do a little bit of tempo to keep the gap, to close down the gap a little bit. Like 4 minutes might be fine, 3 minutes. 8 minutes is still tough. So our teammates all dropped somehow. So there might be a little bit more tempo now. Oh my god, I'm the only one in peloton right now. Okay, we cannot attack at the climb and we might lose even more time. They are doing so much tempo right now. Oh, that's not looking good. It's still 28k to go and our yellow bar doesn't look super good. Ooh, I think we lose time. I think we might get into A1. We only have 63 flat on the day. Yeah, now our energy is gone. Holy Jesus. This stage is like the weirdest stage I've ever... That never happened to me so far. Yeah, I am dropping indeed, somehow. Wow. So we will lose time on the day for sure. Um, oh, we are even in A5. So that's not looking good for the GC. There are so many riders in front and we lose a lot of time on a flat stage because of... Yeah, it was just too hard for us. There's nothing we could have done. Wow. 5 minutes? Kinda lost 5 minutes. Let's have a look. So, I think it is the breakaway here. And yep, the first from the peloton is 255 behind. And then there is a gap 401, 452, and we are in the group of 452. If we look at the GC, we dropped to P42 with 456 behind. Holy Jesus. Okay, we are 3 minutes behind all the favorite group. Yeah, that will be hard to get into a top 15 now in the stage race. That will be super hard. Anyway, last stage is upcoming. It is the mountain stage. So finally, it's our profile. But yeah, that was quite unfortunate. Should have maybe not stayed. Oh no, oh, it's still a flat stage. I forgot about the flat stage, about the next one. So we have another flat stage, which is a little bit more hilly in the end. And I might try to go on a breakaway because now I'm in the GC no threat anymore. So I might be able to go on a breakaway. I'm not sure about this though. There's a good stage to attack at the end as well. It's pretty hilly in the end. If you look at these climbs, I have to look how steep they are. But yeah, if the breakaway has a chance to win the stage, I would definitely try. We need to try everything to get some seconds back, some minutes actually. Need to adapt our race. Okay, we are not even leader anymore. We are free element, and the problem is, because of that, we are not starting in the first row. When you're leader, they put you in front. But this way, we are not. We need to make our way through the peloton. Ah, come on. Okay, I hope there are some more attacks going on soon. 3 riders is not that much yet. Oh, he's attacking. Okay, peloton is not pacing. That's quite good. Six-rider breakaway is not that much though. I'm not sure if I do myself a favor by doing this. Oh, they pace 100. Still, I stick at 85. I'm not pacing more than 85. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Peloton was a huge crash, so E2 is down to 22 riders. I need to get down with my F-board. So yeah, we have the breakaway, and the peloton is... Yeah, we don't get a huge gap like last time, so they keep the gap around 3 minutes, which is not great for us. So that lowers our chances to win the stage tremendously. Yeah, I don't sprint for seconds here. I keep all my effort keep as much effort as possible to go to the end of to have some energy left in the end. But that's not looking good. We don't get a huge gap. They keep it at 2.5 minutes. Why, by the way? I mean, I'm the best in the GC with 4 minutes 58. Yeah, I was a little bit too high in my pace. Not going for the mountain KOMs. It's only Cat 4 mountains as well. I hope we can maybe survive a little bit until the end. Like with 10k to go, then I can launch an attack actually, and try to win on my own. They keep the gap at around 3 minutes right now, which is quite a... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. They attacked for the mountain KOM and I kind of missed it, and now I have to close the gap myself. I didn't expect them to sprint for a category 4 climb. Losing a little bit of yellow now. I cannot close the gap. 25 seconds. I might need to pace 90. I missed on following them. Always need to follow them for mountain KOMs. But yeah, it's fine. We closed the gap. We lost a little bit of yellow energy. It's still fine, but totally unnecessary. Beginner mistake, to be honest. We might not ever recover this again because holy Jesus, they are pacing a huge tempo. Why are they pacing 85? I don't get it. I mean, we still have 3 minutes gap. Okay, this time I don't miss the KOM. This time I don't miss it. They were pretty soon attacked for the KOM again, and this time we need to make sure that we follow. But yeah, our yellow energy doesn't look too good, so it was probably not the best idea to go on a breakaway. Also today there is no wind in the stage at all. Usually they start attacking with 3k, so it should give an attack now. Yep. As you can see, if you follow an attack, I mean, you don't lose that much red bar as well. And yeah, I don't mind the KOM standing. I just wanted to be in the group. So 2.5 minutes still remaining, and our yellow bar doesn't look super good. It actually looks pretty bad because there's still 36k to go, and I don't know how I would survive this. I think I stopped pacing for them. He's already done as well. He looks like to be. But yeah, I'm the guy with the lowest flat stat here. So only two guys really pacing. Three are. It kind of changes every now and then. But yeah, you can see the peloton will definitely catch us because we just don't have enough energy left to keep the breakaway running. And now we will lose time pretty fast. 1 minute left. Now it's down to 30 seconds already. We can try to make an attack at these climbs, but if the peloton will not catch us before the top of the climb, we can try to survive. But I think there's no reason to do it anymore. Yeah, and there's the peloton. Okay, now we need to just stick in the peloton. Hope we will hit the finish line with our favorites. But yeah, was a try to go on a breakaway, but unfortunately, no chance of winning. And we lost, like, if you look at our green bar, we will not recover the whole green. Wow. Why are we still so far in front? We didn't even sprint yet. Why are we finishing in 6th place? I don't get it. But apparently we did. But still, I think I didn't do myself a favor by going in a breakaway. I will show you the reason pretty soon. In the main screen you can see it actually. So yeah, let's have a look here. So our freshness went down to 74 because we went in a breakaway, and if we continue now, actually we recovered to 98 still, so which is pretty fine. So it's okay. The breakaway was okay, but if you do that too often and the breakaways are too exhausting, we really have to look out for your freshness. I didn't expect us to go up to 98% again, so it doesn't really have an impact. But you want to have here as high as possible value. But yeah, 2% only below 100 is fine. So now we are in the last stage of the race. It's our big mountain stage, and as we can see, we are not listed amongst the favorite. But if we see the one-star favorites, they are at 71 mountains. So with a good daily form, we should be able to finish top 10 and climb up the GC a little bit again. We also don't know how far away the other GC contenders are, the real ones with the proper mountain stats. So there might be even some people behind us in the GC. Obviously, there are a lot of people in front of us as well. But we just have to look at the end. We are still 39th in the overall standing, counting out Nicolas Baldo, who was a breakaway rider. He might not be able to win that. Still also with 3 minutes, but yeah, let's have a look. It's a pretty tough stage, and we are -2 on the day. Oh my god. We actually have a free element. I'm thinking about going on a breakaway and trying to go into the final climb with a little bit advantage. The problem is there's a long flat part in between. So I think breakaway isn't the best idea, to be honest. But on a mountain stage you often get some larger gaps, and maybe, yeah, I just try. I mean, we are so far behind on the GC, why not even, we shouldn't even bother. We should just attack and go on a breakaway, to be honest. Get at least, I mean, we have a breakaway objective as well, so we can just do this objective, which is quite fine. But yeah, let's just go on a breakaway for today, and hope we have more energy left than the peloton when it comes to the final climb. I only did that as well because of our -2 daily form. If we had like +2, I would have tried to stick with the favorites, because then I could have done pretty good. We have a really huge breakaway of 10 riders, which is amazing for us. We have 4 minutes lead already, which is amazing for us as well. And we should be the best rider in this breakaway, to be honest. Like, let's have a look. Here's 68, 66, 66, 61, 71. Okay. But he's behind us in the GC, so we just have to follow him. 63, 70, 62, 61, 62. Looks quite decent. So there are a couple of riders. There are 66 in the breakaway, 68, and we have me and this other guy with 71. Good, I'm only 70 on the day. But still, yeah, let's just try. Breakaway tempo is really high, which is pretty good. So we can actually pace 70 on this breakaway. I hope not so many people are dropped. So this will be a pretty long stage, because the tempo always changes. Now we are in the climb, so everyone goes down, and also we go down to 65. You can see if we just put 70 here, everyone, like, more people get red. Anyway, more people get red anyway, because they are not that good in the mountains. This is just, we have to pace 60 to keep the tempo up with the other guys, but riders that only have like 61 mountain, they need to pace 75 to stick to the group here. That's why we cannot put a too high tempo, because it's still a long way to go with 120k, and we just don't want to do it on our own. The peloton is pacing as well now. You see the yellow energy in the peloton goes down, and that's pretty good for us, because we can sit in the breakaway, and yeah, our yellow energy is still super fine. Okay, now we need to increase the pace, because they want to sprint for the KOM. So we want to stick to the front group when it comes to KOM. We don't want to end up in the second group, that's why I'm pacing 85 now. So we don't get dropped. Yeah, 85 is fine. We could have actually went for the KOM jersey if we just went in a breakaway at the earlier stages. But here as well, we just consider the GC and the stage victory. So what we do, we try to do as low as. Oh my god! Oh my god! No way! I just crashed. This tour is just not made for me. What I wanted to say, we just secure to make as low as effort as possible to have like a lot of energy left in the end. Now we had to pace 85 because of the crash. Yeah, super unfortunate. So we don't have, yeah. The problem is the yellow doesn't recover to full anymore. That's the major problem of this crash. Otherwise we would be in a super good shape, but the crash immediately came after we reached the climb. So our yellow didn't recover yet, and then we crashed, so we had to pace 85. And yeah, not good at all, guys. Not good at all. Our breakaway objective is going down now. We are in the final 100 kilometers, so our breakaway objective will gain kilometers here. You can see it, 16 out of 50, 17. And we will stay for a little bit longer in the breakaway for sure. We have the long category 1 climbed now. We are still 3 minutes ahead of the peloton. And on this climb, I think there are a lot of guys will drop already on this from the breakaway. So, oh my god, they are passing really high tempo. Yeah, the tempo goes up, and you will see riders dropping like hell now from the breakaway. But it's fine. We just don't want to be alone in the downhill. Like actually, we just need some teammate in this flat part. That's the most important. So pacing 70 is actually enough for the moment. A lot of guys cannot follow the pace anymore, I think. Yeah, they are just not much guys pacing. And we still have 4k to go. Tempo gets higher and higher. We just maintain position, to be honest. Let him pace. I mean, he is our biggest contrahand in terms of the stage victory. So if he paces a lot, then we can just follow. Okay, they go for the KOM sprint, so we pace 85 on our own again. Man, our yellow doesn't look good. How can they still have so much energy left? So yes, our yellow is empty, so we need to recover pretty soon. Not doing any pace anymore. And we still have 5 riders in a breakaway. I mean, here's 68 mountain, that's fine. Here's 66 here also. But how could the 66 guys survive this climb when even I was almost dying with 70 mountain? I don't get it really. But the peloton is, let's have a look. The peloton is still 3 minutes behind. And now they keep attacking for the KOM. We need to get over the top with these guys. The problem is Yeah, we don't have any energy left to do that. "400 meters. We just need to survive 400 more meters. And that looks pretty good. Stop pacing, builder. Oh my god. Fortunately, we are now in the downhill section. And we are counted as E1, so it's fine. We can just rest a little bit right now. Also a lot of turns in this downhill, which is pretty good. And turns, the pace goes down a lot. That means the heart rate goes down, and you recover way more yellow than you would do on a straight downhill. So, yeah. Phew, we are in the category 2 climb now. Our yellow doesn't look too good anymore. But let's have a look how far behind is the peloton. It's 2 minutes still. Yeah, my whole bunch of teammates has fallen, but that's fine. They are in A9. I think we might increase our results by being in a breakaway. I think if we would be in the peloton is super small already, 30 riders. So here we don't have to pace too high tempo. They go for the sprint again. It's quite steep. Oh, I get blocked. He blocks me. And now he cannot follow anymore. So yes, we have a gap of 40 seconds to E1 already. We need to close that gap pretty soon again. Actually, we closed that gap quite good. So not doing tempo in the downhill again. Oh! How did they drop me? Oh, that's a pretty odd situation. Now I'm between the breakaway and the field. And there I don't want to be. I really don't want to be there. Let me close the gap to you guys. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay, I drop back to the peloton now. I don't want to pace on my own to get towards them. Yeah, I did a mistake and got dropped there somehow. If I pace on my own in the middle of these two, I will be dead by the start of the climb. So I drop back to the peloton to recover some energy. It's a pretty hard stage. And yeah, I should have been in A1, E1. But yeah, he's out of energy now because he paced in the breakaway. And we are getting now on the last climb. Attacks going on, and we pace our own tempo up the climb, so we cannot pace more than 70. That's just not possible, otherwise our yellow will expire before we reach the climb. Ooh, actually 70 is quite good. Until we can only pace 65. So we are not following all these attacks. 27 riders in the peloton, and we just pace 65 uphill. It's fine because they always increase the tempo and decrease it then and then increase and decrease again, and since we pace 65 the whole time, we can kinda stick with them. Otherwise, yeah, just be as efficient as possible. There are two guys that escaped. I think one of them in the breakaway. No way. But man, he only has 65 mountain. Using energy gear right now. We are in the final 3 kilometers off the stage. We can increase our tempo to 70 right now. Actually even 75. But yeah, now they increased the tempo and now we drop from the group. Need to stick to 75. It's going uphill here. But yeah, that was not a good stage race at all. Kinda went on a breakaway at the mountain stage and it didn't look good. Then we had the crash and then we got dropped on the sprint stage and we didn't even finish top 20. It's let's forget about that. Yeah, let's totally forget about that stage race. I mean, yeah, we lost due to a lot of effort in the front group and we should have maybe just stick to the peloton until the end. I mean, we reached the last climb together with the peloton and we had only like 10% of yellow left. So bad decisions in general. And yeah, but it doesn't matter. Just forget about that stage race. I mean, we are P24. We lost 2 minutes again, and the GC we are P24 as well. So yeah, Nicolas Baldo still won. He kind of. How was he able to win this? Where is he? Wow, look at this. He has 60 mountain, and he was in the first group. And we had like 71 mountain and we were not in the first group. So basically, yeah, we should have not went on the breakaway. We should have stuck on the peloton, as you can see by these riders, who are way better than we are. Who just also a guy with 65 mountain won the stage. So and he was not from our breakaway. Anyway, yeah, evaluation bad, poor, but we got some breakaway exposure at exceptional, so 14 experience. Yeah, you can also have some bad stage races, it's fine. Anyway, that was episode 14, 15, 15. Next episode will cover Czech cycling tour, starting with a time trial, then a hill stage, a flat stage, and another flat stage. That's not so super interesting, but just only the hill stage. We will lose a lot of time in the time trial. So it's also a 1.1 race, a 2.1 race, my bad. But we need to do it for preparation to get our fitness peak up, and we might not even get to that fitness peak anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching and tune in next time when there's the Czech cycling tour.